Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. A 38-year-old rafter drowned on the Colorado River yesterday near Pyrite Rapids in Gore Canyon. The unidentified man was dead on scene. He was an experienced rafter wearing a helmet and PFD. Rescuers accessed the Gore Canyon via the Union Pacific Railroad. They used a high-rail truck from the Kremlin rail yard. This is the 14th confirmed whitewater fatality of summer here in Colorado, the 16th suspected fatality. 2 people missing on the Upper Colorado and Glenwood Canyon have still not been found. This is the second backcountry fatality in less than a week in Grand County. Last Thursday, a 63-year-old mountain biker collapsed on a trail near Tabernash. The Colorado Health Foundation is polling people statewide, showing that inflation, housing, and homelessness are Colorado's biggest concerns this year. Here's what survey takers had to say about inflation.
The skyrocketing cost of everything, from food, housing, healthcare, gas, college,
and housing.
So many of us have no employment with medical and mental health problems, which make things more difficult.
Public health, most notably COVID-19, went from the biggest concern of 2020 to the smallest concern this year. Not a single survey taker said it was on their list. Also falling from top of mind are environmental concerns like wildfire and water. Residents of the Swan Mountain Mobile Home Park in Summit Cove walk nearly 20 minutes to the closest bus stop. But the park owner is balking on building a new one.
It was thought, and potentially even, I should use the word assumed, that the property owner, Sun Communities, would be willing to take this on as a project.
That was County Transit Director Chris Lubers. Sun Communities might be willing to lease the land if the county designs, builds, and pays for the bus stop.
Although disappointing, it does simplify things.
Commissioner Elizabeth Lawrence fears it might not be easy or cheap. Cost could be over $250,000.
And the shelter's cheap, really. That price hasn't changed in 10 years. It's the grading, the road, all of that aspect.
That neighborhood is highlighted in a recent transit equity study. County Transit has a budget of $32 million, second only to the general fund. Building Hope is making big strides for mental health services in Summit, but gaps remain.
When somebody does have to leave the community, who takes care of them and helps them navigate the system and find those supports that are necessary within the community when they return?
That was Building Hope's new director, Kellen Ender, from the county commissioners meeting today. Those services, known as intensive outpatient services, are top priorities next year, along with school-based services. Still lacking are intensive inpatient services, but those are coming soon. Summit will have several beds at the new Eagle Valley Behavioral Health Facility in Edwards, opening in 2025. Local fire danger remains moderate today in Summit, still with no fire restrictions. In sports, the Rockies play the Braves again today at 6:40. And in local sports, Summit High Volleyball is playing West Grand away today. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.